Well, hey guys, thanks for joining us. I wanted to make a follow-up video to the STRYMON Dig brief overview and demo that I had put out just a couple days ago. I wanted to do a quick follow-up on that, so check it out. Well, later guys, thanks for joining us here at Rock Hard Riff, the guitar channel for the self-taught. Again, I had made a video just a couple days. I just released it actually a couple days ago. I make my videos about 2 weeks in advance, so what you see now was done about 2 weeks ago. Anyway, I had made a video with the STRYMON Dig. Now, a lot of the time what I do is I'll read straight from like a manual. Just like this. This is the little STRYMON Dig manual that comes with the pedal. And there was a specific part in that video where I'm kind of mentioning off the cuff. Now, none of my videos have any kind of script, just so you know, so it's my knowledge and, you know, doing a little improvisation at the same time. But I always try to read from the manuals when I'm doing demos and stuff, which is extremely important. I want to make sure that I represent any product that I demo as well as I can. Because, you know, I try to imagine like if it were my company that was making, let's say Fender was my company, right? I don't want a bunch of bozos haphazardly representing my stuff and they don't know what they're talking about. So I try to make a point of informing myself and educating myself as well as I can and trying to stick pretty much to their verbiage. But there was one part where I was talking about where this, the delay is actually, could be like a pseudo analog delay, when this is a digital delay. Now, why did I say that? Let me read. And yeah, I need these things. Okay, we're going over the bit parts, the type selection. You have your 2496 modern clean. You have the ADM, early 80s adaptive delta modulation process. And then you have the 12-bit, and this is where I might have gotten myself into a little bit of trouble. The 12-bit is a mid-80s 12-bit conversion method that gives you slightly darker and warmer delays. Now, what I said was that it can emulate an analog delay. Now, that was probably misspeaking on my part. I should not have said that. But it does give you a darker sound, as in more like a natural room sound. Now, to me, that is the very reason why analog delays exist, is to give you the sound of a live performance in a room. It's kind of mucky, it is not very clean, it sounds more like sometimes like a bark, the delays on analog delays. Now, I had an analog delay. If you look in my the playlists in pedal demos, you'll see that I had demoed another analog delay, but I had sold it. And then, with that, I had picked up the STRYMON. I had gotten the STRYMON instead of that analog delay, even though I already had this little boss delay too, which I kept and I want to keep, and I'm going to use these together and apart and whatever. They serve different purposes for me. But again, I was saying that this can emulate an analog delay, and that may be true, may not. I'm just going by the verbiage where it says warmer and darker. To me, that says analog, but that is not what it says in their manual. So I want to reiterate, STRYMON is not saying that this thing emulates an analog delay. I just kind of threw that in there because of the words warmer and darker. So I hope that kind of clears things up as far as that goes. Now, to me, analog delays, I'm just not a big fan. I don't really care for analog delays unless I'm using them to record. To me, that seems to be the entire purpose of an analog delay, is to simulate the sound of a room, which the delays and the slaps back and the reverbs and all that can be kind of mucky, kind of nasty, not very clean. Now, if you're trying to make, you're making a recording and you want your song to sound like a live recording, you might, this is just, again, strictly my opinion. Again, my opinion. Nobody is telling me to say this. Strictly my opinion. That you want a warmer, kind of darker sound to make it sound like a real live room for recording. But as far as playing live, me personally, again, I would never use an analog delay. I'd always use a digital if I could. Because the room itself is naturally going to warm up the sound of your delays. That's, again, to me, my opinion, but it also depends on the room, right? How high is the ceiling? How big is the room? What is on the floors? Carpet, tile, wood, concrete, all of that makes big, big differences. So again, you know, come see, come saw, 1/6 of one and a half dozen of another. Again, I don't want to speak about the Strymon stuff because I love it so much. If I did, I apologize. Hopefully this will square things up if there is any misinterpretation of that, or if I misinterpreted it. So I just wanted to reiterate that, guys. I love my Strymon delay, make no mistake, and I love my Boss delay too. Alright guys, thanks so much. Please tell us your thoughts and comments in the comments section, please. That's extremely important to us. We want your feedback. That's really, really important. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Alright guys, thanks so much, and we'll see you next video.